So we are here at actually the George Ballroom, also known as the Prince George Gallery. And we're gonna go inside and show you what's going on. See, there we go.
All of the photos I've taken over the last 15 years in Southeast Asia and translated them into paintings. So you can see this growth at the end of the hall.
Hey.
So everything
Hey, Cleo.
today was all painted since March.
Thanks for joining.
And then
So we're inside. Hey, RJ, thanks for joining. We're inside the art gallery. Lucas is a little bit busy right now, but we will have a live action between you and asking him questions as soon as he gets unoccupied. Hey, Tamani, thanks for joining, Tamani. So we're inside an area. Reb, thank you for joining. I wanted to get good views of this.
thank you. Enjoy.
Lucas,
Hey, Vinny, how are you?
how you doing?
Good.
So explain this to the audience. People, this is Lucas.
Hi, guys. How are you?
And if you have any questions about the art, please feel free to ask him. Okay,
Yeah.
This is a Vinny exclusive. No streamer has ever done this to where you have viewer participation.
Yeah. I've never done this. This is my first streamer participation. So I'll let you know a little bit about myself. All the work here in the gallery was done since March of 2020. I was a travel photographer before the pandemic, and so I took all of my photos from that time, the last 15 years, and translated them into paintings during the pandemic. This series behind me here was all from a trip I did to India in 2007. And I had two photographers that took me aside or kind of adopted me in northern Kashmir, and they took me on a tour of their little village, and we entered this little dank alley and entered a tent, and in the tent there were the posters of all the Hindu gods, and the neighborhood had made a makeshift Hindu altar, and so that's where all these posters today came from. Yeah. So beautiful artwork. Yeah, thank you. It
is, okay, I'm gonna use a word. It is luscious.
Luscious.
Okay, it is luscious. Tell me about the dragons. I was looking at the dragons yesterday, and I'm gonna come back later on today and take photos.
Okay, cool. So the dragons are all inspired by Taiwanese Taoist culture. So my sister lived in Taiwan for 3 years, and I went over to visit her for 3 months, and we photographed all these rainbow dragons. There's some more over here as well, that align the temple tops of Taiwan. What's interesting is Taiwan has kept a lot of their Taoist religious culture intact, and a lot of other countries have not kept it as well intact. So Taiwan's really unique. But Taiwan, they worship water spirits, and they feel that the water dragon brings them good luck. And so all the tops of the temples are all decorated with crashing waves and the dragons. And both of the temples, all the temples ascend up into the air to bring them closer to the celestial beings.
Excuse me, Reb, I'm not gonna use the F-bombs today because I'm trying to get the press pass, and I have to upload this to the press pass.
Oh.
Okay, so let's do the rest of the gallery. Let's start from the back and work our way out.
All right.
Because this is absolutely beautiful.
Oh, Vinny's the best.
You got an upstairs.
Yeah.
This work upstairs as well?
Another artist is upstairs. He did a deck of tarot cards on the second floor, so I can kind of take you through that as well. I don't know as much about that, but I know a little bit. So, as I said earlier, all the work is inspired from my travel photography. So you can see here, this is a woman I photographed in Myanmar.
Go right next to us so we could get both. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Perfect.
So I photographed her in Myanmar, and what's really interesting about this photo is the street was blocked off the day I was traveling, and there was this parade going on, and I didn't quite know what was going on, so I stopped and investigated, and it was a Buddhist celebration where they take all the children.
Let's move because I'm buffering over here. Let's
Okay.
keep moving. Let's see. Red, don't boot me. Okay, there we go. We can do it from here. So let's. How about this guy right here, this Buddha, or let's talk about that painting right there.
So these are both from a Taiwanese opera. So in Taiwan, it is very part of the local tradition to retell the stories of the community through street alley operas. And so my sister and her coworker took us through this back alley opera. And what's really interesting is all the performers were women. There were no men in the cast. And so you can see, this is actually a picture of a woman.
Karina, thank you for joining.
And then you can see here the wires that come over her face and form the
beard?
The beard, yeah.
This one looks like India.
No, this is also Taiwan. This is a
You're kidding
yeah,
me. Wow, that's also beautiful.
Yeah, it's part of the opera as well. So you can see there's traditional Taiwanese emblems around the chest and stuff like that. And in the back is a traditional Taiwanese dragon that's coming out of her crown.
If you look at the preview, there's F-bombs there, okay? But I can't today because I have to upload this so I can get my press pass. So I have to...
This one is from South Korea. So all the temples in South Korea are decorated with these beautiful lotus flowers on the ceiling. And it's to help the monks and the nuns when they enter the temple to feel closer to enlightenment like the Buddha.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This is amazing
Have a great day.
artwork.
It's nice to meet you.
Well, let me use what somebody just astonishing.
Astounding.
You're a great artist.
Thank you.
Okay, and thank you for allowing me the honor to video in here.
Oh my God, it's a pleasure to have you today. Believe me, the pleasure is mine.
It's an honor.
Yeah.
Okay, for me, you're granting me a high honor. Okay, I mean, this is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that.
So this is a Taiwanese guardian. He stands outside of the temples in Thailand, and he scares away evil spirits. So he protects the Buddha from all the evil spirits.
Okay, so now, Lucas, I have to ask you a confidential question.
Yeah.
I'm being asked what are price ranges?
So the price ranges in the gallery are anywhere from, some of these smaller ones are 8,000, and some of the larger ones are about 20.
8 to 20,000.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Depends on the complexity, really. Like,
Hey, Joe, thanks for joining, Joe.
some of them don't have complicated backgrounds, but anything that is more complicated or some of these take 80 to 100 hours, so those are obviously more expensive.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like I asked you yesterday, if I wanted this painted on one of my walls in my apartment, how long would it take you and how much would it cost me?
Generally, paintings take about 80 hours, so I try to sell around above $15,000 for most of the paintings.
No, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
And let's go about, this is the one that, again, impressed me, the goddess of the sea, you said yesterday?
Yeah, she is the goddess of sea, so she's in the Tinihau
Always
Temple.
sit next to this so we could see you too.
Yeah, she's in the Tinihau Temple in Kuala Lumpur, and she's a giant goddess that is about 80, not probably like...
A Muslim temple.
Yeah, so this is a Muslim mosque in northern India in a place called Kashmir, and it was built in the 13th century and burned down. And in over the course of rebuilding the temple, the local people took their craft of paper mache and paper mache'd the entire mosque from floor to ceiling. And so it's all made of paper mache.
Wow. So okay, here are the plates again.
The plates can be pre-ordered for $100 on Etsy.
Okay, these are beautiful plates, so I'm going to give you a shot of each one.
So the plates, what I did was I took the paintings and I applied a kaleidoscope to them and fractured how they go. So these are actually all of the paintings just fracturalized and through kaleidoscope.
I can see that.
Yeah.
So now, let's start with this one on top.
The piastre resistance. The whole wall here is one giant piece. So I started this when I lost my job in November of this year, November 2023, or November 2022, and I painted this entire wall over the last 6 months. So this is all inspired from my trip to Kyoto in 2018.
Kyoto, Japan.
Kyoto, Japan, yeah. And so when I would be in the Gion Geisha district, where all the geishas go into the tea houses and perform in the evenings, they would flit in and out of the dark alleyways, and I would try to capture them on photo. And
Thanks, Joe.
And this is one of the photos of the geishas that you can see was inspiration for the piece. And so I would capture them in these dark alleyways, and then I came home and painted them and paired them with these vintage kimono fabrics in the background. So you can see each of the big flowers is a vintage kimono fabric, and then each of the geishas also have a corresponding fabric behind them. And it's called the Butterfly Garden because the beautiful women of Gion are like butterflies, and so I wanted to...
Right, the geishas, right.
So I wanted to put them in a giant field of flowers.
Nice, very talented. That's a common
That's so
nowadays.
sweet. Thank you.
Okay, so we already done that. I mean, yeah. So you know what I was thinking?
What?
I had this feeling about imagine taking little massage tiles and doing that with massage tiles.
Oh, really?
That's what hit me. Okay, so here's something that they don't know and that you don't know. Okay, asshole Andy Warhol painted with piss, okay? Yeah. But no one to this day, imagine taking your tears, either of happiness or sadness, and turning them into a sculpture, bronzing them, and giving back to someone that you love, giving them back to someone that you love as a gift.
Oh, interesting. Whew. That's heavy too.
You have, like I told you yesterday, Lucas, you have to love art, okay?
Yeah, you have to love
You
it.
can't teach it, impossible.
You cannot teach it.
Okay, even though I've seen professors give lectures, and I'm saying, they don't need lectures, just go read the books, just connect to the art. And you told me that you failed art history.
I failed art history.
I
went to college for graphic design. I didn't go to college for painting. My sister was a painter and went to college at the University of Iowa for painting. And when I moved to New York, I needed art for my walls, and I was like, well, my sister can paint, so maybe I'll try. So I started painting my graphic design. Yeah?
Okay, you got to go over to the Appellate Court, okay? You got to go in there and see the artwork in there, painted on the ceilings and the walls.
Okay.
27 East 26.
Okay.
They will give you a show. They will let you enter. You have to go look, okay?
Awesome.
Okay, the art is amazing. It's like Michelangelo did it.
Oh, really? Oh, crazy.
Yes. I mean, you know. Let's go upstairs and say, I don't know. So we're going to another gallery, which I didn't expect. So now you're getting a double header.
My friend John, me and John were ushers on Broadway 20 years ago when we were kids. And John, during the pandemic, he called them the Mindscape Tarot. So he did 22 tarot cards, all from the major arcana, and he's working on the whole deck right now with a publisher. And so he does them all with oil pastels. And so oil pastels are a very difficult medium. You can see his canvas and his pastel book here as well. And so he handed all of these. You pick a card, and you can keep the card, and you form a question in your mind of what you want to know your future to be, and then you can read the plaque on the wall upstairs. Yeah. Judgment. Whoa. Wonder what that means.
Well, let's go upstairs.
Yeah, let's go
Lucas, again, thank you for this high honor.
Thank you for this high honor.
And please stay the way you are, brother. Don't become snob like the people like a Goshen.
I don't think that's possible. I'm pretty, read them like a book, pretty honest guy. Yeah, so these are all painted in oil pastel. Now John is doing versions of the Christmas Carol right now and has a publisher with Hay House. And Hay House will be doing an illustrated version of the Christmas Carol with his drawings.
See, I'm even bringing you a narration.
Yeah.
Okay? I mean, Vinny discovers.
Vinny discovers.
Okay, I mean, this is absolutely... Even a gallery guide. Huh, interesting.
So you had Judgment, so we can go find Judgment on the wall. What number was it, do we know?
It doesn't say a number.
Okay.
Well, it's the Roman numeral 20.
20, so it must be on, right here, Judgment.
Okay, let me just show people all these cards. Let me just show them. So I got this card, people.
Yeah.
This is a card that I chose. They were upside down. Okay, I can only see the back.
So Judgment means rebirth, resurrection, following your inner calling, spiritual awakening, destiny,
I love it.
and realization.
You see, okay, so I'm gonna tell you two things. I have always loved art. I'm gonna tell you another secret about me. I have always wanted to own a restaurant with an art team.
Oh yeah?
Okay?
I'll decorate your restaurant, I have no problem. Give
I
me
wish I had the money to open one. No, because I would want you to be there and exhibit guys like you.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, the lesser known.
The lesser known.
I want to compete against Larry Goshen.
Yeah.
Okay? And I like to compete, okay, when it comes to things like this, okay? I mean, most of his people went to college and have art degrees.
Yeah.
I don't think he went to college. I don't know. But I think he didn't. But I think, with all due respect to him, that I know more about art than he does. Okay, I still have library books in my house that he has on his shelves because I've seen them that I borrowed from the library, okay? Art books.
Cool.
Okay, and that I refuse to give them back because they're super expensive to buy. But I not just keep renewing.
This is a good vantage point of the Kyoto wall as well. So.
Oh, look from up above. Wow, what a view! All of you who joined for John. He's a great artist. I love the way he thinks about his
Oh,
work.
that's so cool. Thank you, man.
That's Karina, okay?
Karina.
So look from up. Absolutely beautiful view, okay?
Yeah, come and visit me at the gallery anytime.
Oh, so the galleries are 15 East 27. Admission is free, and you're here till?
Sunday. I'm here every day till Sunday, so I'll walk you through it.
Sunday till what time?
6 o'clock.
So people, if you're in New York City and you want something free and something to do,
The truck comes at 6. I'm going to move them off the wall into the truck.
and I read the bio on the back of the card, and I'm going to show you a picture that I have of my desk in my office after we. But like I said, I want to come back later and photograph this.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
See, I'm on my lunch hour right now.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
You'll have to.
I mean,
Can you
this.
save it and send me a copy of the video or no?
Well, the video is live,
Okay. Doesn't matter.
but there is.
I can download it on YouTube.
Right. Well, you could. Yes, you could. The ones that I did yesterday.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, the one I did yesterday with you.
What's he saying? I love this live streaming.
Where Red wants to go. Where does Lucas go after the exhibit ends? Where do you go from there?
I don't have anything booked after the exhibit ends. This all goes into storage as of Sunday night. So Manhattan Mini Storage is where I go.
Oh man, let's just hope that they don't. Okay, so now explain to us when you package these to go back to the storage. How do you package them? What do you have to use?
No, I am actually not very delicate with them. They get cardboard.
I'm gonna
corners.
beat you up.
Yeah, they get cardboard corners, and then I wrap them in blankets from my house. So,
But when I worked at Gagosian art galleries, they used to bins, wooden bins.
Yeah, I bet. It's very
Okay.
expensive.
And also, they would tell you not to touch the glass because the oil on the fingers. Okay, you know, natural oils.
I touch everything.
You know, but I mean, this is.
I've only ruined like one painting. I ripped a hole straight through one painting once upon a time, but I repainted them.
No, that's okay. I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
Somebody's saying you haul blankets.
I have blankets.
I personally, I wouldn't use blankets. I mean, like I said, I would use wooden bins. I would make sure that the wooden bins don't sweat. That's what I've seen.
It only goes from here to Manhattan Mini Storage, so it's only 12 blocks.
And how much do they weigh? Out of curiosity, are they lightweight or are they heavy?
So some of them they're all between 10 and 20 pounds. So none of them are very heavy.
Okay, not 20 pounds is heavy.
Yeah. The bigger ones, probably 20, 25.
But this is, oh, wow, look at this with the rainbow. Love that. This is just, I like this garden too. This one, the shooting star. The night, wow, absolutely. This is very, very clever. So are you.
Thank you. Me and John have been friends a long time.
I just kind of like this because it's old.
Yeah.
So, wow. Wow. So people, I'm going to go live again this evening. I hope I don't buffer from the 18th Avenue Feast in Brooklyn. And I'll see you there. Thank you all for joining. You all have a great day. Thanks for joining my live. I will see you all this evening. Remember my 3 magic words: excuse me, please, and thank you. And remember, let me quote Boogie Bob again. Please be kind to each other.
So
Lucas is saying thank you to you.
Thank you.
Lucas,
It's a pleasure, guys. Please come by anytime.
have a great day, all.
Bye, guys. Awesome. Thank you. Amazing, Vinny.